My dear learners, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below so that we can begin this particular session. So I'm getting some responses from the people here. So my dear friends, once again a warm welcome to all of you in the today's daily current affairs session on EduTap, and I hope that all of you are healthy and preparing well and really preparing well for your upcoming NABARD Grade A Phase 2 examinations. And as we all know that current affairs plays a really very important part in these exams. That is the reason that I am back with a very important session in which we are going to discuss the top PIB news from the month of November 2021. So here is the list of topics that we are going to cover in our today's session. So before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these lectures. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. And I am glad to announce that we are running a weekend sale. And my dear learners, today is the last day of this particular sale, and in this sale we are providing 40% plus additional 10% off on our various courses, that is for RBI Grade B, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, ICAR AO, ASIC Deputy Director, and so on. And my dear learners, in order to avail this particular discount under this offer, you are required to use the code WEEKEND, that is WEEKEND, and after applying this particular code only you will get this particular offer. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the session, and here is the list of topics that we are going to cover in our today's session, that is Har Ghar Dastak, District Good Governance Index, and MOU to strengthen the tourism industry. So we will be covering these particular topics in our today's session. So now let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So here is the very first question from our today's session. That is, the Ministry of Tourism has recently signed an MOU with which one of the following to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in India? So all of you are requested to answer this question in the comment section below. Please tell me that with which one of the following entities the Ministry of Tourism has recently signed a memorandum of understanding in order to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in India. See, this particular news was recently in PIB, and as this particular article is in PIB and this is a particular MOU in order to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry, it is really very important from the exam point of view for all of you, and that is the reason that we are covering this news in our today's session. Now let's find out the answer to this particular question, that what exactly is the right answer to this question. And here is the headline of this particular thing from the PIB itself, and here you can see that this particular headline says the Ministry of Tourism has signed an MOU with the Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation, that is IRCTC. And what exactly was the aim behind signing this particular MOU? The aim was to strengthen the hospitality and the tourism industry in our country. And my dear friends, see, as a part of this particular MOU, the Ministry of Tourism aims to provide an extensive visibility to the accommodation units which have self-certified themselves on Sathi platform. See, the Sathi platform stands for System for Assessment, Awareness and Training for the Hospitality Industry. And for the exam you are also required to remember the full form of this particular platform, that is Sathi, because the full forms there we have seen questions in our previous year exams as well, the questions which are based on acronyms, and that is the reason that you are required to remember this particular full form also for your exam. Apart from that, this MOU also outlines both the parties to encourage the units to register on Nidhi and thereby on Sathi, and also to encourage the local tourism industry with the appropriate safeguards for curbing spread of the COVID-19. So what exactly this Nidhi? See, Nidhi stands for National Integrated Database of Hospitality Industry, and that is a and my dear learners, this is once again another platform on which these accommodation units are required, and they register themselves on this particular platform. And these platforms are really very important, and they provide them a wide market access where the people can see that what are the accommodation units which are available, and they can make the full benefit of those particular units. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. So such kind of MOUs, in order to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in our country, has earlier as well been signed by the Ministry of Tourism. And what are those different entities? These entities are easemytrip.com, Yatra, ClearTrip, Make My Trip, and Go Ibibo. So these are different entities with which earlier Ministry of Tourism has already signed these kind of MOU in order to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in our country. So I hope that this particular thing is very much clear to all of you. Now all of you are requested to answer this question in the comment section below, that with which one of the following entities the Ministry of Tourism has recently signed an MOU with which in order to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in India. See, we have discussed this particular news in quite a detailed manner, and now I believe that you are capable to answer this particular question very easily, because this is a very easy question and direct question to be answered. And if we talk about the right answer to this particular question, the right answer to this question is option A, that is IRCTC. So IRCTC is the entity with which Ministry of Tourism has recently signed this MOU to strengthen the hospitality and tourism industry in India. So I hope that this particular question is very much clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the next question, which is here on your screen. So the next question is, name the campaign under which the healthcare workers will conduct door-to-door vaccinations of eligible people across India. See, in this particular question, it is talking about the COVID-19 vaccinations. So now please tell me in the comment section below that which one of the following campaigns has been recently launched by the government in which the healthcare workers will conduct door-to-door vaccinations of the eligible people across India, whether it is Ghar Ghar Dastak campaign, or it is Har Ghar Dastak campaign, or Har Dwar Dastak campaign, Har Ghar vaccine campaign, or none of the above. Please answer the questions in the comment section below. See, these kind of campaigns, programs or initiatives or schemes which are being recently launched, and as well as the portals which are being recently launched by the government, are really very important from the exam point of view. And if we talk about this particular topic as well, this relates to our syllabus, that is social sector in India, health. So that is the reason that you are required to cover this news very comprehensively. And now let's find out that what exactly is the right answer to this particular question. So recently, Union Health Ministry has organized a national webinar, and this webinar was held for media in order to strengthen the awareness about the month-long Har Ghar Dastak campaign. See, recently Government of India has launched the Har Ghar Dastak campaign, and in order to aware the people about this particular campaign which is being launched by the Government of India, they have organized a national webinar for media persons so that they can aware the people through this particular medium about this particular campaign which has been launched by the Government of India. And the name of the campaign is Har Ghar Dastak. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. So if we talk about the news, that what exactly was in the news, recently a national interactive webinar for the media was being organized to further strengthen the awareness about the month-long Har Ghar Dastak campaign. And if we talk about Har Ghar Dastak campaign, this campaign has been launched to ensure that all the adult population is being covered with the first dose of COVID vaccine, and those who have not taken the second dose, they are going to aware them and make them ready to take the second dose. So that is the reason that under this particular campaign, they are going to conduct a door-to-door vaccination of eligible peoples across India. And if we talk about the special focus of this campaign, then the special focus of this campaign will be on those districts where less than 50% of the eligible population has been vaccinated. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Now there is a very important data. As per the recent announcement, it was announced that till now 79% of the eligible population in India has been vaccinated against COVID-19 with the first dose. See, 79% with the first dose, and apart from that another 38% people have been fully vaccinated. So I hope that this particular thing is very much clear to all of you. And now if we move back to the particular question, then the question was, name the campaign under which the healthcare workers will conduct door-to-door vaccinations of the eligible people across India. And my dear learners, the right answer to this question is option B, that is Har Ghar Dastak campaign. So this particular campaign was being recently launched by the government of India, under which they are going to conduct door-to-door vaccinations of the people who have not take the first dose, and those people as well who have not taken their second dose. So I hope that this particular thing is very much clear to all of you. And see, you can also include this particular campaign as well. You can also include this campaign while answering the descriptive question as well, because you can mention, you can quote this particular campaign in your answer in order to make it more meaningful, in terms of if there is a question which is being asked in the exam related to the step taken by the government of India to improve the vaccinations in our country, to improve the COVID-19 vaccination in our country, and there you can quote this particular example of this campaign, which is really very helpful for this particular initiative. Okay, so now let's move on to the third topic of our today's session, which is here on your screen. So as per the recent announcement made by Union Minister of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances will collaborate with which one of the following states to develop the District Good Governance Index, first for any state in the country. See, recently an announcement was made by Union Minister of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions that the DARPG is going to collaborate with one of the Indian states for the development of District Good Governance Index, and this state will be the first state where this particular kind of index will be developed. And now you are required to identify the state with which the DRPG will be collaborating for the development of the first District Good Governance Index. So whether it is Assam or Tripura or Haryana, Uttar Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, please answer your question in the comment section below. So if you talk about this particular thing, then this particular initiative will be taken in order to improve the efficiency in the good governance in our country, and that is the reason that this particular initiative has been taken. So now let's find out the right answer to this question by discussing the news, and here is the news. So Dr. Jitendra Singh has recently announced that DRPG and the Uttar Pradesh government will collaborate in developing a District Good Governance Index that will be the first for any state in the country. Okay, so when exactly this particular announcement was made? See, this announcement was made during a regional conference which was being held by DRPG, and the theme of the conference was strengthening the state institutes of public administration. Now the venue of this particular conference is also important to be covered, that is Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. So this particular conference, this regional conference was being conducted in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. And what was the aim of this conference? See, as the theme suggests, strengthening the state institutes of public administration. So this particular conference aimed to improve and strengthen the working of the state administrations, as well as it is also going to empower the civil servants in bringing out some noticeable changes in our society in order to make them more creative and to provide more best solutions. This particular conference was being conducted by the DARPG in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. So during this particular conference only, they have announced that DARPG and UP government will be collaborating for the formation of District Good Governance Index. And once again, this District Good Governance Index will be based on the lines of National Good Governance Index. Okay, and this District Good Governance Index, which will be the first for any state in our country, will be replicated to other states as well in order to improve the efficiency of governance in those states. And that is the reason that this particular initiative will be taken. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the question. As the question, so my dear learners, as per our discussion, the right answer to this particular question will be option D, that is Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh will be the very first state with which DRPG has collaborated in order to develop the first district good governance index. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. So now see, there is one more campaign which is being run. There is one more program which has been launched by the government for the capacity building of the bureaucrats. Please tell me that what exactly that program is, and what are the different features of this program, and what are its various targets. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And my dear learners, now we are moving towards the revision question. And the revision question, we provide the question that we have already discussed in our previous sessions. And if you have missed those sessions, then you can revise this particular topic with the help of question which has been provided here. So the revision question is: recently Niti Aayog with RMI and RMI India support, that is Rocky Mountain India Institute India support, have launched the Shunya campaign. So which one of the following is the key objective of the Shunya campaign? So my dear learners, here you are required to identify that which one of the following is the key objective of the Shunya campaign, whether it is to reduce the water pollution in river Ganga, or to achieve the target of garbage free India, or to decrease the use of fertilizers and pesticides in Indian agricultural sector, or to accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles in the urban delivery segment, and to create consumer awareness about the benefits of zero pollution delivery. So please answer this particular question in the comment section below. Please tell me that what exactly is the key objective of the Shunya campaign. So my dear learners, if we talk about that why this particular question is important, see, this particular initiative has been launched by Niti Aayog along with Rocky Mountain Institute, and all these kind of initiatives which are being organized by the government institutions, that is here the Niti Aayog. So my dear learners, all these initiatives which are being taken by these kind of institutions are really very important from the exam point of view. And if we talk about the right answer to this question, then the right answer to this question is option D, that is to accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles in the urban delivery segment, and to create consumer awareness about the benefits of zero pollution delivery. So once again, this particular question was related to the climate. In order to reduce the pollution for the zero pollution delivery, we are launching this particular Shunya campaign. So I hope that this particular part is very much clear to all of you. And my dear learners, now if you talk about the star performers from our previous sessions, then the star performers from our previous sessions are Ritika Singh, Monica and Gnaneshwar Ramawat. See, congratulations to all of you, and if you also want your name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, then you are requested to answer the questions in the comment section below, which we have already discussed and asked as the homework questions as well in our session. Okay, so I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And my dear learners, that was all from the today's session. I hope that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have liked the session, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below, and if you have any queries, then you can drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. So I hope that you have liked the session. My dear learners, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.